Why, Jace? You did such a good job of killing Cassidy. Fucking hell. Okay, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another Bronze Spectates. We are back really quickly after the last one. Honestly, you couldn't keep me away. And thankfully, as I said in the last previous Korean ones, the last one of the Bronze 5 one, it took me forever to actually find a replay that worked. This one, I was lucky enough, whilst I was looking through low ELO Bronze Korean players, I actually found one that had just started that was like, I was lucky. Okay, I was just extremely lucky to find this one. We are in between Bronze 5 and Bronze 3 in this game. We are wanting to pay attention to our man Garen over here, because with this win, he will escape Bronze 5 in Korea. So I'm rooting for this. I know I shouldn't probably be biased. I shouldn't be biased. Never mind, he's probably about to die. I shouldn't be so biased, but I'm seriously rooting for our man Garen in this game. We've already got our first blood going out 3 minutes into the game. But guys, a quick call out here. If you happen to know anybody who is in the depths of Bronze 5 ELO hell, I'd be really appreciative if you wanted to send an email or with their names or anything like that, or if you're in that ELO, to RossBoomsocks@gmail.com. I'm looking for people that are in Oceania, Latin America North, Brazil, Russia, Turkey, any of these ones, because we don't really get to see a lot of those ones on this series. We've done Korea, we've done North America, we've done EU West plenty of times, but we've missed every other region. And I think, you know, when we watch these Korean Bronze 5 fucking games, I feel like they're pretty much just like EU West gold games, so pretty much my ELO anyway. So it's never particularly bronze. I'm always surprised by the levels of play that we see in like these particular games. But nevertheless, in this game, I know we see also in all the Korean games, I don't think I've ever watched a Korean Bronze game wherein all of the characters have been like meta picks. This is probably the closest that we've ever gotten, okay? Usually you see like a really insane support or something like that coming out from one of the teams. Not really anything particularly crazy that we haven't seen a billion times already. I mean, Fiddlesticks is probably the strangest thing that we see in this team, but nevertheless, he's not actually all that like uncommon to be picked, especially for people that are probably auto-filled anyway. But anyway, regardless, we've got Nocturne moving in on top lane onto that Dr. Mundo. Garen is extremely low health, so it's unsure if he's going to be able to do anything about that. The silence comes down though. Mundo is being feared. He's going to drop as well there. That's 2-0 to red side now, starting off fucking 5 minutes into the game. Not particularly good. Bot side, I feel like that lane could go either way. You got Fiddlesticks, you got Varus, you got really hard lockdown and really hard, like, really high damage with the Crow Storm and the ulti. If Varus manages to ulti and stun both of them, and Fiddles follows up with his Crow Storm, that's pretty much a guaranteed kill at that point. However, if at any point before that happens, Nautilus manages to land the dredge line and then depth charge him or something, then it's pretty much game over for Fiddlesticks. He is very squishy. He's likely not going to survive any kind of trade like that. Nidalee Jungle, haven't seen her in a while. Not an uncommon jungler, but like she was really strong a couple patches ago. I'm not entirely certain how strong she is now, but I'm assuming since her pick rate dropped off really hard, she's probably not top tier, but she's still probably decent. She's still got a lot of roam potential, a lot of mobility, which is probably like one of the reasons that she was picked in the first place. A lot of sustain in the jungle as well. Nocturne, pretty standard pick, pretty decent. Works well with the Crow Storm, works well with Varus. You know, we got Cassidy moving in on bot lane though. He's just hit 6. That's going to be a really easy kill going out onto the edge road there. That was a fuckload of damage actually coming out onto that Fiddlesticks. He's going to drop to the ulti off of Cassidy. That's going to be 2 for 0 going on at both side. They've managed to bring it back. The gold lead is literally in the 100 mark. There is no gold lead whatsoever here. But Nocturne wasn't level 6, wasn't able to really go down and help that out there. He's got a little bit of an advantage over Nidalee, but nothing crazy. Jace needs to be careful here. Nah, he's going to be alright. Cassidy's not going to bother going in on him. I actually think that Jace probably does pretty well in that matchup, just in terms of getting him the fuck off of, getting Cassidy the fuck off him. Probably wouldn't be as easy if Cassidy still had his old kit where his Q actually silenced, but yeah, in this iteration of Cassidy, probably not too bad, probably not too shabby. Top lane, It's just a wet noodle contest. There's literally nothing to commentate over here. It's literally just noodles slapping against one another. Cassin, he's been ignited. He's probably not going to be able to get out though, unfortunately. Flashing over the wall there. Didn't have his ulti. He's rift walk up again. Not going to be able to escape there. They're going to go pick up the blue buff for the Jace, probably. Although, looking at Nocturne's XP, the blue buff would get him level 6. Good fucking... You did so good. You did so good, Jace, in killing him. Why would you do that? Why, Jace? You did such a good job of killing Cassin. Oh dear, we all get one mistake. We all get one mistake, okay? Fucking hell. I'm wondering if Nocturne is going to be taking this buff. Oh yes, he is going to be gifting it to the Jace. Actually surprised considering that would get him level 6. He would get level 6 and then he could gank bottom or something like that. However, they don't have any vision in Tri-Bush. They do now for Red's side. Nocturne is invading the jungle. He needs to be extremely careful because Cassin is there. That's going to be the easy pickup for Cassin again. We've got a 2-kill Cassin really early on coming out. They need to be careful. These guys need to start backing off. They had that bush warded, but they're not reacting to it in any way, shape, or form. Varus is going to drop to the Nidalee Spear as well. The Riftwalk comes down. Dredgeline comes out. That is a kill onto Fiddlesticks as well. That is possibly going to be a dragon coming out. I'm not sure. Ezreal's really, really low, but if they make some moves to try and brute force Jace off that, then it should be okay. Actually, Garen manages to pick up a kill onto Mundo top lane. How? Did he just not ulti? He ultied way after he'd already been ultied by fucking Garen. And then he ultied, which lowers your health. And then just got auto-attacked to death by Garen. Good job, Mundo. You should probably remember to use your ulti as soon as you think you're in trouble, not when you're low HP. Because all that does is lower your HP more. And if you don't have the time, if you're within auto-attack range, you're not going to regain the HP you lost very quickly at all. So, you'd think that Mundo would do a little bit better against, you know, like a tank like Garen. That was like a really quick TP that got dropped there. We got TP down now for Garen. He just immediately fucking cancelled that TP. If you blinked, you probably would have missed the TP. But it did come out. I can assure you it is on cooldown now. But yeah. Garen doing pretty decent. Going half Sunfire, half Black Cleaver. Not quite sure. I think he's going for Sunfire straight out there onto the Mundo. Pretty standard. Works really well with his W. Synergizes pretty well. A lot of magic damage coming out on that one. Probably be like a decent idea. A pretty decent idea for Garen to go for some magic resistance. If not, like, maybe after the Black Cleaver, instead of finishing the Sunfire, going for like something like this, the Spirit's Visage or something. Because they have a shitload of magic damage. And I would think it'd be a good idea for every member of the team who's gonna build, who think they can build something like tanky, to build MR, right? Because, I mean, fucking Jesus Christ, Nocturne, like, he is so squishy. And I know that Nidalee is as well, but Nocturne keeps on picking fights 2v1 here. He's not the smartest fork in the kettle. You know what they say, as they say, the smartest tool in the toaster. The brightest bulb in the light box, as they say, the classic phrase. But that's gonna be Garen getting picked up as well. But yeah, as I say, the magic damage is gonna come off of Mundo with his cleavers, with his W, and with his Sunfire cape. Nidalee Spears, all magic damage apart from her auto attacks. Her Q, pounce, her E, or swipe, I think it's called. Cassin, full magic damage. Ezreal, ulti's magic damage. W's magic damage. Nautilus, Q's magic damage. Ulti's magic damage. Everything on this team is pretty much magic damage. Apart from the auto attacks from Mundo, apart from his E as well, which buffs, gives him that AD steroid when he's low HP. As well as that, obviously Ezreal, his Q, his, I think his ulti does mixed damage, if I remember rightly. I'm not 100% certain on that one. I may be wrong. But beyond that, his E and his Q, I'm pretty sure the only ones that actually have AD scaling on them. So the priority should probably be magic resistance. Even the only AD person on that team who actually straight up does just a shitload of AD damage, which is going to be Ezreal. I mean, I know Mundo's going to be doing it, but his auto attack speed's not going to be tremendously high. He still does mixed damage anyway, so it wouldn't hurt to wouldn't hurt to give a little bit of MR. That's there's not a lot you can do against that team. Honestly, this is like a really nasty jump on your face and never let go kind of comp. We got Cassidy to riff walk constantly, arcane shifts from Ezreal. Even the dredge line can help gain that extra distance, and it just fucks you. You just can't get away from it, dude. Because he can easily just like dredge line onto a wall and then depth charge it, and then you're fucked. You can't. There's literally no escape from being stunned and knocked up. It kind of sucks, but there you go. That's life. That's going to be the Ocean Drake going out onto the blue side. They're possibly going to move up into mid lane. Nocturne is not having... He's actually got 3 kills. I mean, I feel like he's not having a fun time in this game, but he's actually double the CS in Nidalee and has 3 kills. So the gold lead between Nocturne and Nidalee is about 700 gold, which is actually... Considering every time I've seen her and him together, she has been fucking murdering his face with, like, Cassidy. I'm surprised he's doing so well. I'm surprised. But then again, it is Nocturne. He does so much damage in 1v1 situations, so like his passive is very like synergetic for that, so you know, whatever. The depth charge going out onto the ground, that's going to be a really, really easy kill. Unsure if the depth charge was really necessary, but you know what, fuck it. No need to be conservative when it comes to getting kills, especially with slippery little cunts like Garen. Right, mid lane, we're turning into ARAM territory here. This is ARAM territory. These guys need to be extremely careful. Cassidy is coming, he's got 5 kills, he's 5-2. This is like Season 1 all over again. If you guys never played in Season 1, Cassidy was like the big threat, the picker ban that you always played. My first 10 placement games of ranked that I ever played in League of Legends, 8 of them I played Cassidy, and I won 8 out of 10 of my placement games because I picked Cassidy and he was broken as shit, and that's how I started. That's how I started silver. That's right. Even though I won that many, that's how I started silver. But yeah, 5-2, not ideal. At the very least, I do think that in terms of dealing with a Cassidy, the team comp that they have isn't too bad. It's just that the rest of the team are some people you have to deal with as well. If Cassidy jumps on your face, we have the ulti from Varus to come out to completely stop him in his tracks. Fear from Fiddlesticks, Silence from Fiddlesticks. You've got the Hammer E from Jace to knock him away. You've got a Fear and a Spell Shield from Nocturne to kind of keep Cassidy off of carries, peel a little bit. Garen obviously got his Silence off his Q. They've got a lot of silences. Honestly, like, I still think silences are fucking overpowered in this game. That's the reason why they removed it off LeBlanc. It was too easy to drop. It gave casters absolutely no counterplay. You think that, like, LeBlanc has no counterplay now? Right? Consider she does all the damage that she does now, except that you literally cannot even use a spell to counteract it. Like, you can't even trade back with her in any way, shape, or form. That is the old LeBlanc in a fucking nutshell. You could half health somebody, and they wouldn't even be able to. They'd just be able to auto attack you, and that was it. It was fucked. And I still like champions. I've seen like champions like Cho'Gath Jungle coming out quite a few times as well. And whilst I'm kind of iffy about them, it's always nice to have a silence on your team. I'm never like. I know a lot of people don't like Garen picks and shit like that. They don't like Fiddlestick supports, but like I just like silences, man. They can really clutch like duels and clutch 2v2s. They can really easily clutch team fights for that matter, man. If you're in a team fight and you have that like what was it, 8 bounces? How many bounces? It bounces 6 times, so it's like yeah, that's a lot of potential silences, especially if it's in a team fight. I think it can bounce to the multiple target once. I think it is, yeah. I think it can strike the same person multiple times, so they can like stay silent for quite a long time. Potentially, if it's like 2 of them, if it's like a 2v2 bot lane, I can easily have them. But yeah, apart from like some questionable blast cone maneuvers, we haven't really seen anything crazily bronze. And this is like we're pretty deep in bronze in Korea right now, man. We're pretty fucking deep. I think the highest ELO person in this game is bronze 3, like 20 LP or something. So we're not going particularly high here. We're not aiming high. Fiddlesticks is actually tanked way longer than I would have anticipated there. Everybody just ditched him though. Everybody was hitting Nautilus. Wasn't even remotely worth trying to smack that big fat head fuck. But people are starting to come on mid here. Nidalee flashes into the tower. Doesn't matter because the paranoia manages to land. He's managing to get out potentially. The Q landed on a Nocturne here from Cassidy. He's flashing. Cassidy really fucking wants that Nocturne. Nobody really reacts to that at all in any way. I mean, Varus doesn't have the mana. He doesn't have the mana to be really doing much anyway. They need to be careful though, man. They need to be careful. Varus has got absolutely no mana. Jace is really low HP. And you can see Nautilus moving around to try and get that dredge line onto somebody. He's trying to get it on someone. He's trying to get some picks here. He's definitely tanky enough to take some tower hits for a little while. Honestly, even Cassidy, and especially Mundo, they're tanky enough to take some tower hits for quite a while. So yeah, be careful, boys. Be careful. Ezreal's coming around the side here, try to get that flank off. Fiddlesticks landing, he dies, immediately comes back, gets dredge-lined. He's not died, thankfully, though, but he's very fucking lucky to be alive, honestly. If Ezreal was actually in lane, that probably potentially would have been a kill. He does not have his two-shot barrage up, so there wouldn't have been, like, a crazy amount of burst. But still, Q, E, and W does a lot of damage still. So does a lot of damage. Right, Nidalee is about to become asshole Nidalee. I fucking hate Nidalees that do this shit, man. Nidalees that sit, like, where the enemy, like, sit where they can kind of constantly spam fucking spears behind enemy lines where you can't really do anything about it, and it's either a choice of get hit by Nidalee, lose half your HP, or lose the tower, and there is absolutely no way of, like, countering it beyond fucking all-inning them. But you can't all-in because you're behind, because there's a Nidalee, because she's fucking hitting you with spears. There's just nothing to do. There's no way of doing anything about this. It sucks. It sucks. It stinks, man. It just stinks. So these guys are gonna have to back. There's no real way of them holding this tower. They could easily push this down if they keep the wave going. But with the way that Nidalee's been, like, spamming the spears a little bit, it does look like they're gonna try and give it the tower. Meanwhile, Mundo's gone to split top. They're basically making them choose. Red side have now got a decision to make, and it's whether or not they want to give up one tower, two towers, or in this case, everything. They want to just die shitloads and give up everything, which is the thing that they've done. So that's 3 members of the red side falling. The tower at top lane looks like it's potentially going to fall as well, and these guys can easily push down mid lane. If they can push down mid lane, if they just have a smile, follow the summoner's code, and just go for it. But they're going to steal this blue, and probably Infernal Drake after that, and then they'll probably head mid lane. But yeah, everybody on red side is just getting caught out really horribly, and to be fair, it's not exactly their fault. Fiddlesticks is 0-5. He is exceptionally squishy right now. Also, Varus went for Duskbladed Drakthar first. Unsure if that's a good first item. I'm not going to judge, because I'm not exactly the best player in the world. I'm like gold 1 right now. One trick support Pantheon main. But yeah, I'm not sure if I would be going for that one first item. I'm not gonna judge though. Jace has not finished any item. He has got the Kindle Gem and the Caulfield's Hammer for... Wait, what the fuck is he doing, dude? I'm confused. He's built like half of 3 items probably, and then not finished anything. There we go. Okay, he's got his Serrated Dark now, so he could either gonna build into... He's got both items for either a Black Cleaver with the Kindle Gem and the Caulfield's Hammer, or a Yomi's Ghostblade with the Serrated Dark and the Warhammer. But which is it? Which is it? I wonder. It's probably gonna be Ghostblade, but who fucking knows at this point? Because he's built both of them for whatever reason, like without finishing one. Alright, we're definitely going to have a little fight coming out here. The silence probably potentially helping them not to engage on red side, which is not bad. Nocturne has got Paranoia up. He's coming around. He's sitting here. He's in ollie position. He's probably going to do it, let's be honest. Let's be honest, he's ready to press R. His fingers are fucking itchy. He's got his hand on the gun. The gun won't cock. His finger's on the trigger, but the trigger stays locked. Can't stop saying in the TikTok clock. Nobody's going to get that song reference at all. Nobody. Alright, Infernal Drake's getting picked up by blue side here. There is not a lot of vision on it. We got 1 ward. Oh, actually, we got 2 wards, actually. Shit, we got fucking wards on Dragon? God damn, dude. Look at these fucking wards. Shit. There was no contest at all. Like, literally none. But still, nevertheless, the thought was there. Fiddlesticks, Crowstorm going down, managing to land on fucking 3 people here. However, he is incredibly squishy. He's not able to do a lot of damage. He neither does damage nor takes damage. But we still managed to get 2 picks on the blue side here. Varus is in a bit of a tight spot. But they have to be careful because Mundo is walking behind fucking towers right now. Nocturne's going to fall. There is not a lot of hope for Varus here either. he's going to fall. That is going to be the 4 for 2. Actually, a surprisingly decent trade considering the situation that the teams are both in right now. That could have been a really good Crow Storm. And that being said, it was a good Crow Storm. It's just the fact that Fiddlesticks does no fucking damage. He's 0-6. He has got not even finished his first item. He's got a Sightstone, I guess. He's got Frostfang, but he's not got like something to give him a little bit more oomph, like a Zonya's Hourglass, so we can actually like get more damage out. He's not got anything like an Abyssal to actually just do more damage, anything like that. And with like Nautilus and stuff on the team, like the shield that you get from Kassadin, the heal that you get from Nidalee, it's kind of proven difficult to drop any of these fucking guys, especially considering how fucking slippery they are. Is this Korea? Did they just fucking surrender? Is that really what just fucking happened? I didn't even think they were doing like surrender worthy, man. This is fucking bizarre. You guys have like heard about how quick to surrender Korean people are? Apparently it's fucking true. Because I wouldn't even say they're doing surrender worthy bad, and they unanimously voted to surrender. That's a bit fucking man. I wish my rank games went that way. Like, Jesus Christ, if I was in this team's situation, if I was in Blue Side's situation, I guarantee with 100% certainty that they would fucking turtle up for 20 minutes and then we'd throw it back and then they would win. If we were winning this hard, this early. Fuck. God damn. Well, the Korean opening mid strategies, you know, the Korean early surrenders, they sure will have come out. Nevertheless, guys, as I said earlier in the video, if you guys have any, let me give you a list of things that we haven't done, the regions that we haven't done yet. Okay, so we haven't done Japan, which is like the newest region. I'm kind of interested to see how they play. I would imagine they probably would be okay actually. We haven't done Oceania, I think. We haven't done Brazil. We haven't done Latin America South or Latin America North. We haven't done Russia, and we haven't done Turkey. If you have anybody from these regions, or if you're from one of these regions and you're like in the Bronze 5 to Bronze 1 region, I'd be thrilled if you could email RossBoomsocks@gmail.com. It'll be on screen, and yeah, I'm gonna try to be doing these a lot more. I know that this is really early on. Like, I only posted the last Bronze Spectates like 3 days ago. I got really fucking lucky with the fact that a Bronze game, because as I say at the beginning of like all the other Bronze Spectates, I have to go through like hundreds of people. In fact, you know what? To show you guys what the hell I'm doing, I'm gonna do a quick thing. I'm gonna show you a quick display capture of what the hell it is I do. Okay, just to give you a quick insight onto how this all works. Okay, how the Bronze Spectate series works. This is the op.gg that I use to get these games, right? So this is like our Bronze 5 friend from Korea. Not sure what his name is, not sure how to pronounce it. So basically what I do, okay, I have a massive amount of players bookmarked. I have maybe like 50 or 60 bookmarked. I'll go through all these people. So some of them have changed their names. So this guy, last time he played was 3 months ago. So I have to get rid of that, okay? This guy's Bronze 5. His last game was a day ago. So what I'll do is I'll go through everybody and I'll try and find somebody that played in the last 24 hours. So this guy played 2 hours ago, right? So what I'll do is if he played really, really soon, I'll open up every tab for every player in his game. Right? I'll open up a tab for every player except him. Right? So we've got this. We've just opened up all these. We've opened up 9 more. This guy played an hour ago. So we'll quickly just check and see if anybody's in game right now. But the likelihood is that we're not going to find anything earlier than an hour ago. So we got 2 hours ago. What else we got? Sorry, my internet's shit because it's loading up fucking 50 tabs at once. Another one that's an hour ago. This guy's live in game right now. So I have to look for someone that is doing exactly this, and I check to see if they're live in game. He's 10 minutes into game. I could go and spectate that. It would be a little bit far into the game. I actually kind of got lucky with this actually. The fact that, you know, this came out quite as early as it did. But that is what I do, and I search and I search and I search, and that's how I find Bronze games. So if you guys like hit me up with names on servers, it's really useful to me. If you email them to me, even if it's just the name of the person and the ELO that they're in, it's really, really useful for me. Yeah, that's how I fucking do it. It sometimes takes fucking forever, especially with Korea with the time differences. People don't tend to play at this time because it's the middle of the night for them. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you really did, if you got this far into the video, I would really appreciate you slap a like on this as well. Yeah, hit me up with like what region you want to see. Nevertheless, take it easy. Thank you so much. Peace out.